going to a fire event.
I don't think you're dressed appropriately for this.
Yeah, apparently not.
Look around.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Oh.
That's much better. Now, don't you feel more comfortable?
You're gonna make me sweat, aren't you?
Probably.
I hate sweating.
Well, you know what? Most people hate speaking in front of others too.
Lift your voice means that you have an opportunity to connect with people, to communicate with people, and to share your message. Why is that scary?
Because you are using a muscle in your body that is the strongest muscle that you have. Your tongue.
All right, if I have to do this, I'm going to start with a fun one. I want to do barbell row.
Ugh, why do you want to do barbell row? I hate that one!
Because barbell row is fun.
It looks silly.
Oh no, it's fun.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
It's up and down and up and down. And you know you gotta tighten all this. So even if you're doing it with the seat of your pants. It's kind of like communicating.
I feel like when I have conversations, I'm doing it by the seat of my pants.
You know, and that's really the thing with Toastmasters, is it's impromptu, it's behind the seat of your pants. You don't always know what you're going to say and when you're going to say it. Do you pre-plan your conversations?
In the shower sometimes in the morning.
Does that work?
No.
So that's why Toastmasters is so good, because you don't have to get wet when you learn how to speak.
And it really does give you the ability to listen. You are listening not to respond, but to understand. And that's what Toastmasters can teach you through communication skills. You are listening to others, even if it's a nonverbal communication. If you're speaking to an audience and you see people nodding or smiling, you know that you are having that connection and that conversation with them.
I completely agree. All right, I did my exercise. What do you want to do? Something wussy?
You're gonna tell me that bench press is wussy?
Oh, bench press?
Yeah,
This is scary, Jenilee.
No!
Scary.
This is not scary. You have a connection with someone else.
You're gonna hit me in the head with that thing.
No, because you're there to make sure I don't die.
Well,
You lift, you make eye contact, you are connecting with another person. And that is one of the most important parts of communication.
you know, one of the things about barbell press is that you've got to have your legs engaged, or the bench press, you have to have your legs engaged. You have to have it all put together. It's like communicating a pre-prepared message, like giving a speech.
It is more than just using your tongue and the words coming out of your mouth.
Right. There's a whole lot more to
Here,
the bench
take
press.
this. This is heavy. Thank you. Oh. Sometimes when I'm done communicating, I'm tired.
You think?
Most of the time.
Okay.
Just like the bench press, you are connecting with someone else. You can't do it alone. You can't share your message to an empty room and expect to be effective.
Communication requires three things. It requires you, it requires your message, and it requires an audience. That's why preparing speeches is a complicated thing, but when you do it and you do it well, you get your message across.
And it resonates with your audience.
It's something like doing a deadlift.
You love.
I love deadlift!
I secretly love deadlift too because it is really, really impressive to other people.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing it wrong, even if you only have 10 pounds on each side of that bar, those 10-pound weights are huge. It looks so much more impressive than it is.
And then there's a little bit of competition between us. Just a little.
I may have thrown my back out once during this competition
Yes.
with Kim.
Yes, we've been lifting together for about a year, and I like deadlift. And since she's been out, I've gotten to 185 pounds in the deadlift.
I bet you would have gotten to 200 if I would have been there pushing it.
Maybe. Deadlift is like, what would that be like in communicating, in public speaking? That would be like sharing your whole message, putting a message together that you want to affect the world. When I do a barbell, when I do my deadlift, I feel like I'm changing me and I'm going to change the world. Oh,
You have to make sure that your form is correct or you could get hurt. And you could probably hurt your audience too if your message isn't correct. Come on, give her some encouragement. Kim, what happens if you fail?
I drop away.
Yeah, is it the end of the world?
No, it's not. I can do it again.
You can do it again.
I could do it again if I wanted to. That's the great thing about Toastmasters, is this is where you practice.
It is a safe place to fail. Now in deadlift, if you drop the weight on your foot, probably not quite as safe.
Yeah, but the
in
weights
that
are at the
failure.
end and my feet are in between.
And that is the beauty of the organization that we belong to. You're able to share your message. You're able to affect change. It resonates with your audience and the ripples go outward after that.
This is the place to practice so you can take it out. And we want you to be challenged to communicate, to connect with others, and to build a message that you can share with the world. This is why we think that Toastmasters is where you need to be. If you're afraid of public speaking, if you can't stand the idea of getting up in front of people, Toastmasters can help you. But there's one more thing, one more exercise we need to do.
That's not enough.
We need to do our squats.
Fine.
All right,
Okay, here we go.
here we go.
Ready?
Yes.
It's not just about lifting weights. It's about lifting your voice.
And this brings us leadership. That's what we need to be, making sure that you understand that when you communicate, you will be a leader. We teach you how to do that as well. Thanks for a good workout. See you later.